Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Changing Tides podcast. As you read by the title, this is the end of season 1 of the podcast. We have loved putting out the podcast, and we are not done with the podcast. At the moment, we are taking a short break. A short break because we have a lot going on to end this year with Changing Tides as a whole. Some of which you will see on our Instagram and maybe via email if you're on our email list. And a lot of stuff that I'm not sure I'm supposed to be sharing yet. So I think we're going to hold off on telling you what the surprises are, but keep track on social media so you can see what we're working on. It's been a great time working on this podcast for me personally. I'm making it sound as if the podcast is completely over, but I'm thinking we'll be coming back strong early in 2022. But I have loved doing this podcast. The guests I've spoken to are sometimes people I wouldn't have spoken to otherwise. Sometimes it's people I would speak to on the semi-regular, and I get to hear their stories. And no matter what, it's been really inspiring for me to make sure I'm still working on my own mental health, to continue to push forward the idea of destigmatizing mental health, and to continue with the journey of mental health. That's something that I said in the last episode in my intro, but it's become very apparent how so many of us see mental health as a journey because there are ups and downs, but hopefully along the way, the highs get higher and the lows, we learn how to deal with them better. This podcast has been really special to me, and I hope it's been special to the listeners. In this time while we're taking a break from the podcast, go ahead and go back and listen to your favorites or listen to the ones you've missed out on. Come back early in 2022 and check back in with us. We'll have episodes ready to go for you to start out your year and start out our year for Changing Tides. So thank you for listening to this short little episode. I hope you enjoyed season 1 of our podcast, and I'm so excited for season 2. We already have some great guests ready to go, and I'm really excited for you to hear it. So, with that in mind, thank you so much. And as always, let's continue to change the tides on mental health. Yeah.